Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how easy it is to change the blades on a Ferris 1500Z zero-turn radius mower. So stick around. And here it is. Here's the Ferris that I'm going to be replacing the mower blades on. I've pulled the mower up onto some automotive ramps and I've removed the ramps because they were removable, and I've blocked the back tires because I don't want this thing rolling off and falling on me. Always remember safety, people. So whatever you're using to jack the mower up, make sure that it's stable and it's not going to fall. What I have here are the tools that I used. I have a 1-inch wrench, a 5/16 inch socket, and a breaker bar. Now, you don't necessarily really want to use a homemade breaker bar like this is with a wrench, because you can do damage to the wrench. So if you can, go out and purchase a true breaker bar. That way you don't do any damage to your wrenches. Another tool that you're going to want to have on this project is a torque wrench. That way you can torque the bolt back to the specifications that the manufacturer suggests inside of the owner's manual. But we will be talking about that later. So I'm jumping ahead in the project just a little bit because I want to show you where you're going to be attaching your wrench. You're going to be attaching it to the spindle that's right over top of your blade. Now this is going to hold the spindle in place while you're removing your bolt. So this is what it looks like. So here's with the step-by-step. First, you're going to put your wrench on your spindle. Now this is, like I said, is going to hold your spindle in place while you're removing the bolt. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the 5/16 inch socket and place that on the bolt underneath. Make sure you're going to be doing lefty-loosey, righty-tighty, so lefty-loosey to begin with. And what you'll find is it's going to be pretty difficult to remove it. So this is where your breaker bar comes in. Like I said, if you can purchase a real breaker bar, that'd be much better, because you won't damage your socket wrenches, and none of us want to have broken tools and have to keep going back to the store and replacing those. So what I do with this is, it is actually an old fence post that I cut down to size, and I slide it over top of my socket wrench, and then I use it as leverage to loosen that bolt. Now what you'll see is I'm not holding onto my wrench. I'm actually using the mower itself to spin around and give me that leverage, because it'd be pretty difficult to have my hands up underneath to loosen that bolt. So I kind of snug it up against the lip of the undercarriage, and that gives me leverage holding that wrench in place while I'm trying to loosen that bolt. Then the rest of it is just pretty easy. I'm just loosening it, get it down to where I can just loosen it by hand, and just kind of pulling it all the way out. And here's a good view of the wrench and how it's actually put in up underneath the mower deck. That way I can get that leverage and it's easier for me. And over here is where I used leverage, and I didn't have to hold that wrench on my own. I used the mower to help me out on that one. And here are the new blades versus the old blade. So the old blade looks a bit worn and everything, and I think it was time to replace those. So here are the 3 new blades that I'm going to be replacing. Now in this video I'm really only going to show you how to do one blade, but essentially they're all the same, and how you remove them and how you put them back in. So after we removed them, we're putting the blade back in. Now you'll notice that the, I guess we'll call it lips, I don't remember what they're called, but the edges that are pointing up, that's what you want pointing up towards the mower. That's the direction that you want these to be. So once again, I'm going to be hand tightening this bolt, and I'm just going to kind of do everything in reverse. But I'm going to continue to have my wrench, using my wrench as leverage to hold that spindle, and I'm going to put that up underneath the mower deck instead of using my hand. And you'll see me just swing that wrench around to the opposite side of that mower deck once I get this tightened. And right there, it's up against the lip. Now I use my breaker bar once again to tighten it. Now this is where you want to use your torque wrench. Now the specifications on this particular mower is 70 foot-pounds. So that's what I suggest you do. Don't use the breaker bar to tighten it. If that's all you got for a moment, then do your best, I guess. But safety for protection, that you don't have it too loose or you don't have it too tight, is you want to use a torque wrench. And like I said, for this particular mower, it was 70 foot-pounds or 70 pounds-foot, however you want to say it. And that's it. I'm going to remove my wrench from the spindle, just kind of wiggling it out there, and that's really it. I'll do this for the other two, but essentially it's the same process. So that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you will subscribe to the channel. So hit that subscribe button below. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll think about some. That's it. Ferris 1500. And that's it for now. Thank you. I'll get this at some point. Where's the button? Oh, there it is. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.